again, B union A or A union B is the same thing, or A union B. So it's everything in red, including the 2, 5, and 7. Now I defined a set that I call X. I can't remember if it's certain element 1, 2, and 3. Then I defined a set Y. It has, let's say, 2, 4, and 6. Is it 2, 4, and 10? I can't recall. Then I define the set of pairs. Okay, let me then, before going to the set of pairs, I keep saving each time. Before going to the set of pairs, let's define what is a relation. A relation is usually mathematically we define it by we note it by this. We call it R for relations. Some people use the tilde. If you see a relation is given by tilde or use it by any other, just a symbol, so it stands for relation. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. So a set of those pairs that are ordered. So it's is a set. So now what is said ordered pairs is I have already just seen what is a pair. So if in this set X and Y, if you take the element 1 and 2 is a pair, is it 2 and 4 is a pair? I can't remember, is it 2 and 4 or is it 3 and 6 is also another pair? So then this is a set. This set has pairs, and those pairs are ordered, put in an order. The first one is 1, then the next one is 2. So 1 and 2, they are related. So that's what we are saying. 2 and 4, they are related. 3 and 6, they are related, and we keep that order. So that's what we mean by a relation. Now the question is, in this, what is we need to define something what we call a domain. So basically, we can say that we have the set X, if we take the Venn diagram, and we have the set Y, and then these two sets are related by something we call R. That was the relation. So the relation make that the set, and then let me write them inside. I said this was 1, 2, and 3. This was, I don't know, 2, 3, and 6. And then these were related. So the relation that bring out them, it takes 1 and it coupled with 2 and it put it in one couple. It comes out with it as a couple 1, 2. Then it takes another couple 2 and 4 and it bring it out. The machine get it out as a couple. So it goes into this direction. It's basically take number 1 in first position, then take 2, the 2 that is in this position here. So please let's make the difference here that the element here, the one in red are the one in second position. The one in green are the ones in the first position in those. So the relation actually, don't confuse the 2 and 2. There are 2, 2. 1, 2 is in the second position and 1, 2 is in the first position. The 2 that in the first position is the one in X, and the 2 that in the second position is the one in Y. So that's why we call them ordered pair. So here, if I call this as X and this as Y, the relation is actually basically we're taking an input from here. Then we have a box that we call it a relationship. You can call it marriage if you want. It has an input which is taken from X, and it has an output which is not in Y necessarily, but the output is something different. So we'll see it collected with the output, and then it come out with something that is not in any of those two sets. It comes with ordered pairs, which is the one we wrote previously. Now the question is that what is the relation between X and Y? So X is what we're going to call, the one that is having an input is what we're going to call the domain. And then Y is what we're going to call the range static by R. So please let me change the notation for range to have. You see, there are two R. There is R for relation, which I wrote in a MATCAL, some Latin file, and then there is this normal capital R. I'm just using it for the output for range. Like, that's what I mean by range, which is okay. Have I reached the 7 minute? Yes, I bypassed it even. You guys, I ask you to stop me each time. Not yet. Okay. Okay, please let me know. Okay, let me know if I read the 7 minute. Okay. Now the question is, you see in this diagram. So if you look at it, if I go back in this diagram and then I check, let's say I take a different color. Maybe I should take the color blue. The color blue is representing, let's say, in a Venn diagram. So the relation move from A from 1 to 2, right? If I take, let's say, the yellow color, I see that 2 is related to 4. And then let me take another color. I don't know which one, purple or some slight green, kind of greenish. It's from 3 to 6, right? So you see that it's I'm going into this direction, and then this direction, right? I went through this direction to relate to 1 and 2, 2 and 4, and then 3 and 6, right? So basically, the Venn diagram is the domain, and the second one is what you call the range, right? Now, the domain is the first set. So which is the let's say our ordered pair R, sorry, which combine the 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 6, and so on and so forth. It takes the first one as the domain of the function, and then the second one is the range of this function. So if we write the domain is the one that contain 1, 2, and 3, the range is the one that contain 2, 4, and 6. This is just for the ordered pair. And I said this is an input value, and they are independent. So now what we call them in another sense are variables. So we call them variables, the one in X. Those are the input. So you call them input, or you call them variables, or usually we denote them by a small letter X. The one here we usually denote them by a small letter Y. In a different sense mathematically. So we're now trying to move. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Let me try to get the recording off. I don't know.